Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. And thank you so much for being here. Now, just a few instructions, if you would. I would love it if you could get a notepad. I should have said that a few minutes ago. So run and get a notepad, and not one of those little tiny little ones. Try to get something with a good size so that you can scribble down notes. But every single thing that I say pretty much is going to be in your notes. I think you've got 19 or 20 pages of notes that will happen after the event. Okay, you'll go to barbaraseagram.com and you'll be able to get everything. Now, there's some few people that like to draw pictures on my screen. I know you're able to do that, but I don't want you to do that if you would. So try not to put little designs and little bits and let me do that. I'd be so grateful. Now, there are just a couple other things. You will get these notes on my website at www.barbaraseagram.com. You can go there at 6 o'clock, and with luck, you will get the notes there, and they will say something like major suit raises or Jacoby 2 no trump or something like that. You do have to scroll down. I can't have everything on my website right immediately smack dab that will hit you in the face as you open my website. So you do have to scroll down. Some people haven't learned quite how to scroll down yet, and so they have trouble finding things. If you don't have a gallery view, folks, on your iPad, don't worry about it. And sometimes you can't chat on the iPads. Sometimes the iPads have problems. Now, you have sound on your computer, but not on the TV. Well, don't stream it to the TV then. Let's work just with the computer. That'll work better for you. Okay, now next week, I'm going to be doing on the 3rd of June, because these sessions are going to take place all the way through June. I'm going to be doing play of the hand on the 3rd of June on Wednesday. And I'm going to be doing control bidding and slam bidding on the 10th of June. Now, you have to, Zoom is updating their program. They've upgraded it, and it's now at 5.0.4. And so you do have to download the new version of Zoom, not tomorrow, but after tomorrow, if you would. Just get your grandson to help. I can't help you with it. But after the 31st of May, they're going to make you do this. So I'm going to put in my next newsletter how to do it, but it's really not difficult. If you just go to Google and Google how to download latest version of Zoom, up will pop a button that says download, and you'll go to the zoom.us/download, and you'll download and just say yes to everything and click on everything that moves or doesn't move and just agree to everything, and then you'll have the new version. Okay, now if you're having a problem ever with getting one of my recordings or anything, first of all, always feel free to email me. But secondly, Google Chrome is sometimes very restrictive. So I recommend those of you, not those of you who have iPads, because you're going to be using Safari, but these are called browsers. Safari is a browser on an iPad, and then there's Google Chrome is the commonest one on a computer or on any other kind of device. But sometimes it's restrictive, and so you might want to consider as an alternative, not iPad users, but others, to download Mozilla Firefox or just Firefox. It's a wonderful browser, and it won't cause you any aggravation. And when Google's giving you a problem, it's a good idea. Okay, now I hope everybody's all sorted out now. Tish Hamlin can't chat. If you can help her, Tim, send her a message. That would be wonderful. Okay, now we're going to get started. Just a reminder that we're hoping that you'll donate $5 per person, at least, if you will, to our 5 schools in Cambodia. Know that we have no administration costs for that program. Every dime goes to our cause. We pay, all volunteers pay their own air, their own accommodation, and their own meals, and so everything goes to them. We're going to have another class tomorrow evening at Thursday on May the 28th at 6 o'clock, and that's going to be on defense, and the Zoom link is in my latest newsletter and my reminder email that went out. If you don't get my emails, please send me a note and I'll put you on my email list. Okay, and the payment method, yes, by PayPal is fine, or email transfer if you live in Canada, or by check. Thank you so much. And now we're going to continue on. Just 1 second. We'll get started. Now, so today we're going to be doing, actually, we're starting with, we're doing major suit raises all the way. And so it's a lengthy lesson and a lengthy topic. I'm going to be running through it fairly quickly. And I know probably a bit quickly for some of you, but some of you already know some of this. Some of you, it may be new. So I'm going to be running through it, introducing you to, if you're new to it, and helping you with it. But you will have it all in your notes in detail, so you'll be able to run through it yourself afterwards in detail. And all the hands that we're going to be playing at the end will also be written out for you in your notes with explanations. So there's a lot of detail for you. Now, you see over here on the left, normally I put, when I write out a hand for you, I put some S for spades, H for hearts, E for diamonds, C for clubs. I haven't done that on this presentation. It takes a lot. These slides, unfortunately, take me hours and hours and hours to do. So I shortcut it, and I hope you'll just know that it always is in reverse alphabetical order according to the rank of the suit: spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs. So if you see just cards written out, you'll assume the spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs. That would be fabulous. Thanks so much. Now, so starting with Jacoby 2 no trump, I'd like to know, if you would, give me a chat if there's anybody who has never learned Jacoby 2 no trump. Tell me in the chat if there's anybody. The slide should not look small, Barb Parsons. You need to make sure that you have gallery view at the top right. Okay? Can you help Barb Parsons, Tim? Thanks. Okay, so okay, there's quite a few of you who haven't learned it yet. All right, so we're going to be running through it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so when your partner opens with one of a major and you have 4 card support for her major suit and 13 or more points, including distribution, don't forget to count your distribution. Always count distribution unless you're bidding no trumps. Okay, so 4 or more of partner's major suit and 13 or more points. When partner opens 1 spade and the bad guys are not in the act, they can't enter. If they enter the bidding, this convention's gone, long gone. Okay, it's only if they are not in the bidding. You would then bid 2 no trump. And it doesn't mean 2 no trump, meaning I have stoppers and 13 to 15. It means it's a special agreement with your partner if you have agreed to play this convention. And it's going to show 13 or more and 4 or more of partner's major suit. You're going to bid 2 no trump, okay? And before we go any further, I forgot to introduce you to Tim Ellis, our co-host today, who's absolutely wonderful, from Edwards, Colorado, which is near Vail. And I thank you, Tim, for being here. And we have a new co-host because Phil dared to go golfing today. Wednesday's Phil's golf day. And so we have Cindy Winkler from Toronto, who's agreed to be our co-host, and we couldn't be more grateful. Thank you, Cindy. I've known her for half of forever. Thank you. Okay, moving along. So if partner opens 1 spade, just a little review and why you need to know this convention. If she opens 1 spade and you bid 2 spades, you've only got 6 to 9 points. If she opens 1 spade and you bid 3 spades, if you're not playing anything fancy, then that'll show 10 to 12 points, a limit raise, depending on what you've agreed to play. So today we're going to also be talking about Bergen raises and Q-bid raises. So we'll see just how much we have time for. So 1 spade, 3 spades. If you're not playing anything fancy, is a limit raise, and the opener can now pass. So if you have 13 or more points and 4 or more of partner's major, you can't bid 3 spades because partner could pass. So you have to first chat to partner. Don't just run into the room and sit down and play. You've got to have some time. Online bridge, you've got to talk on the phone or exchange emails about what conventions you're going to be playing. Okay? Now, Jacoby to no trump is a very important one for when you have 13 or more and 4 of partner's major. But I want you to know that it was not invented so that you can just get to game. Okay? Now, if you have 13 points as the responder to the opening bid, and you have 4 of partner's major, and the opener has 13 and a 5-card major, then that's 9 trumps between you. And you know that you have 26 points between you, 13 and 13. So it's idiot proof for getting to game. Really, okay? Easy peasy to get to game. So it wasn't invented so that you get to game because it's so easy to get to game. It's invented to sometimes get you to slam if your side has what I call magic. So the Jacoby to no trump was invented to get you to slam if you only have 26 points sometimes in the combined hands. Have you ever been I'm going to ask you to write down your questions, by the way. Write down the questions, and I will address the questions in a little bit, and I'll do the questions for now. Yes, always count your distribution, dummy points, long suit points. It just depends who you are, whether you're going to be declarer or whether you're going to be the dummy, okay? So write down your questions, okay? Now, you don't need to have gallery view. If you're if you're on an iPad, sometimes you won't have gallery view. Don't worry about it. I'm hoping that everybody can see the large screen with the large words on it now. Okay, good. Now, yes, counting distribution dummy points. If you have 3-card support for partner, then you count 3, 2, 1. 3 for the void, 2 for the singleton, 1 for the doubleton. And if you have 4-card support, then you count 5, 3, 1. 5 for the void, 3 for the singleton, and 1 for the doubleton. So have you ever been in 4 spades or 4 hearts, I'm sure you have, where at the end of the hand, you made 6 and you say to partner, partner, we didn't have the points. We couldn't bid it. The hands just fit really well. Has that ever happened to you? I'll bet you it has. So this is what we're going to find out about fits and whether we like partner's singleton, because we get to find out if she has a singleton useful in a good spot. No, Jacoby to no trump is not a balanced hand necessarily. It just shows 4-card support for partner's major. Okay, good. That's all we've promised so far. 13 or more. Now, there's some conventions like the splinter bid that we're not doing today, which promise 13 to 15. Jacoby to no trump shows 13 or more. Okay, it's called a forcing raise, and don't forget to add the dummy points. All right, now, so just a little review, 4-card support for partner suit, and now we request more information about opener's hand. Now, so many of you already know or think you know Jacoby to no trump, because that's page 1. What we've just done is page 1. 13 or more, and 4 of partner's suit that we bid to no trump. Now, that's only page 1. That is not about discovering the magic. The magic comes in the rebid by the opener. That's page 2. It's a much more important page than page 1. So how does it work? So the responder to the opening bid of 1 spade or 1 heart bids to no trump. Now, it's not the person bidding to no trump who says the word alert. It's the partner of the person making the bid that says alert. Now, that's in real life at the bridge table, because the 2 no trump bidder can't wake up their partner by saying alert. But in bridge at the bridge table online on BBO, we have to alert our own bids, and partner does not see that. You see, it only goes automatically through the whole system. It goes only to your opponent. So it's really a very clever system. Okay? Now, please write down your questions, okay? Please write down your questions. Thank you. No, Jacoby 2 no trump is only after an opening bid of 1 spade or 1 heart by the opener, okay? Not 1 club by the opener, 1 spade by responder, now 2 no trump. No, no, no. 1 spade by the opener, 2 no trump as a response. Okay, so that's the very first page. You do alert your own bid when you're playing an online bridge on BBO. You do not alert your own bid when you're playing in real life, or it will wake partner up. Okay, so now after 2 no trump, the opener must bid again, because after all, you have 9 trumps between you in the major, and the opener now shows certain things. The first thing that he must show is if he has a singleton or a void in the suit that he next bids. So for example, if it went 1 heart, 2 no trump, 3 diamonds would say, I have a singleton or a void in diamonds. Okay, a singleton or a void in diamonds. And that will help their partner. You're going to see how in a little bit. But you see, now your partner's going to know that you're not going to use, you're not going to lose 2 tricks in that suit, because partner has a singleton or a void. The opener needs 13 points, including distribution, When you hear about an opener needing 12 points to open, that's plus distribution, okay? Yes, if it goes 1 heart, 2 no trump, if you have a singleton ace or a singleton king, yes, you will still name it. He asks you if you have a singleton, unlike splinters. Okay, so you show singleton or void. That's the first thing you do if you should happen to have a singleton or void, regardless of how many points you've got. So 1 heart, 2 no trump, 3 diamonds. Let's have a look at this hand now. This guy opened with 1 heart. Okay, I'm circling it. Okay, 1 heart, 2 no trump by partner. And now this hand bids 3 diamonds. And that says I have a singleton or a void in diamonds. Okay. Now, supposing he doesn't have a singleton or void, have a look at this hand. He's opened 1 heart, partner's bid 2 no trump, and he doesn't have a singleton or a void this time. So, but he does have more points. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 for the 5th heart is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And don't forget, when partner raises your suit, you get 1 extra point for the 5th card in the suit that's been supported, even though you already counted 1 point, 1 more. So what did we come up with? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. With 16 or more points and no singleton or void, he will now bid 3 hearts. Okay, that's a sign of strength. It's a much stronger bid than if it went 1 heart, 2 no trump, 4 hearts. So we bid slowly to allow room for exploring slam when we've got 16 or more points. So 3 hearts. Now, supposing it went 1 heart, 2 no trump, 4 hearts. Do you see that this is just a minimum opener? Just a minimum opener. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 more for being raised, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. a minimum and no singleton or void, 1 heart, 2 no trump, 4 hearts, which says, I don't know what you're looking for, but I ain't got it. I don't have a singleton or void, and I have a minimum. Now the responder, if he has a big hand, because remember he has 13 or more, he could have 19 or more, for example, and now he can go on. Okay? Now, thank you, Tim. If you can watch Tim's message, anybody who's having a problem, Tim is giving you some instructions. Now, try the following. On the top of the screen, you should see a button called View Options. Click and select Fit the Screen, and that will show the presentation, okay, if you're still having a problem. Okay, good, good. So 1 heart, 2 no trump, you're going to bid 4 hearts with that minimum hand. Okay, now, so another example, this is now the rebid of a new suit at the 4 level. Now let's have a look. That's a little different. It's a little kinky. 1 spade, 2 no trump. This hand does have a singleton. In fact, they've got 2 singletons. But it is deemed to be a better thing to be able to show another fantastic quality long suit, 5 of them. So 1 spade, 2 no trump. If you bid 3 diamonds, you'd be showing a singleton or a void in diamonds. So that wouldn't work. So you're going to bid 4 diamonds, and that's going to show another 5-card suit other than the major, another 5-card suit headed by 2 of the top 3 honors. Now, if you have 5 of one, I know you've got 6 of the major here, but if you had 5 of that, of the major, and 5 of the other, you'd have to have a singleton or void somewhere. But this is very useful because this responder, the 2 no trump bidder, supposing he had the ace and 2 little diamonds, or even the ace and 1 little diamond, can you see that he now knows that this is what we call a source of tricks, that likely he can now get 5 diamond tricks or 4 anyway, okay? 5 diamonds or 4. So this is a real turn on if he has a fit with you in this long, wonderful other suit. So 4 diamonds. Now, 3 diamonds would have shown a singleton or a void in diamonds. So now you want to show that second suit, and it helps partner to revalue and decide if there's a hope for a small slam or a grand slam. Remember, like I said, it doesn't deny a singleton or a void. You must have a singleton or a void. So now we're going to have a little short little quiz. Partner opens the bidding with 1 heart, and what will you bid? Now, you can't bid 2 no trump now, can you? And you had, this is in days gone by before you learned Jacoby 2 no, you might have considered bidding 2 no trump because that's what we did way back. But you can't do it now because we're playing Jacoby 2 no. So therefore, yes, you could bid 2 diamonds. Actually, you wouldn't bid 2 diamonds if you weren't going to bid what I'm going to propose. Then you would bid 2 clubs because you bid your cheapest with 4-card suits. You bid them up the ladder. Okay, up with 4, down with more. So if partner opens 1 heart, you're going to bid 2 clubs. That's what you're going to bid. Okay, 1 heart, you're going to bid not 2 clubs, excuse me. That's what you would bid if you weren't going to play what I was going to propose. What I'd like you to bid is after 1 heart, you're going to bid 3 no trump. Okay, 1 heart, you're going to bid 3 no trump. And that's going to show stoppers in the leftover suits, the unbid suits, stoppers in the unbid suits, and 13 to 15 high card points, balanced hand, no singletons or voids. Okay? So it should be easy for you because you can't bid 2 no because it's going to describe that you have 13 to 15 and 13 or more and 4-card support, and you don't have that. So 1 heart, bid 3 no trump instead. Now, after the opening bidder has described his hand, now you revalue your hand based on that information. So supposing your partner has opened with 1 spade and you've bid 2 no trump, and the opener now bids 3 hearts. Partner has a singleton or a void in hearts. And I want to know by your chat messages now, your chat messages will now tell me if you're happy or sad. Use those 2 words, happy or sad, not happy. Good. Thank you. I want you miserable, depressed, nauseated, sorry you came out to play. And we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. You see, I've told you that we don't like social misfits. Well, we don't like misfits at the table either. You would rather partner have a singleton in the diamond suit. Okay, you'd like her to have a singleton diamond. And you'd like her to have length in hearts. You'd like her to have something like at least the jack and 3 little hearts or 2 little hearts to go with your hearts. Fits, not misfits. Okay, Tim, they want to know how to keep the chats from covering up the slides. You can slide your chat window over to the side. Tim, can you help them with that?
Yep, we'll do.
You could just use words if you wanted.
Yeah, so you should be able to, if you, there's a little dividing box that you can use your mouse to go between the chat and the display window, and you should be able to size your chat box so that it doesn't cover up what Barbara's presenting.
If you go over to the right-hand side or the left-hand side of your window, depending on which side you're on, you can slide it up and down on the right and a little arrow will appear, and now you can move that in by holding down your left click on your mouse to slide it to make it smaller. Someone suggested tap the gray bar on the top and move the box. Okay? Okay, on an iPad, I don't know. I'm sorry, but you should be able to move your chat box. These are all things that your grandson is going to teach you before our next lesson, guys. Okay, you should do a little trial run with your grandson on Zoom, or your daughter or someone. Okay, granddaughter is good too. Yes, or daughter, whatever. Okay, now, so after the opening bidder has described his hand, now revalue your hand based on that information. Well, yes, partner could have had a singleton ace of hearts, but you are still not happy. You want length in honor card suits. You want length. You don't want shortness. Okay, so this is not good, and you should be upset. So now, partners opened the bidding with 1 spade. You bid 2 no trump, and now the opener has bid 3 hearts. Now tell me how you feel. Let me just get my chat window back in order so I can see. Okay, yes, now you're happy. Absolutely, yes, it's wonderful because partner has a singleton or a void in diamonds, and that's in hearts, excuse me, I'm so sorry. And that's a really good thing, okay? Because now for sure, all your high cards are going to be situated opposite her longer suits, and you can't lose 2 tricks in the heart suit. So this has improved your hand a bit. Okay, so now I want to explain that to you using this chart. Now, hearts are trumps, okay? Just pretend hearts are trumps. That's dummy. This is declarer. Supposing you have this in diamonds, and it's gone 1 heart, 2 no trump, and declarer has, I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Pretend that's, I'll just give you the principle. The hearts are wrong, and you are the responder, but never mind. I'll give you the principle. Can you pretend that the king, jack, and one diamond are over there and a singleton here. Okay, here's the point. This is all that matters. You have the king, jack, and another little diamond here. If you are trying to win tricks with this king, jack, you would lead a small diamond here. Let's say this hand plays small and you play the jack, and this hand wins with the queen. Can you see that later you're going to trump the diamond in the dummy, and you're going to later trump the king of diamonds with the dummy? So it's true that you only lost one trick in the suit, but 4 of those points you might have taken and flushed down the loo, because you don't need them. You're not using them. 4 points are no good. If we have managed to get to a slam with only 26 points, you can bet that we need to use every single high card that we have. The king and jack, they all have to work for a living. The king and jack have to be used as tricks in their own right, not roughing them in the dummy. Okay, so that's terribly, terribly important that you not have lost those. Very important. So we're very upset when partner has shown you shortage in that suit. Now, so if it goes one spade, I'll just check back. Yeah, okay. However, do you see that if we have a singleton opposite 3 little ones, all their high cards are located in other places, okay? And that's a good thing, okay? Singletons opposite nothing cards, that's good. Another time that, so this hand is going to be turned on to know that partner's got a singleton. The other time you're turned on is if you have the ace and 2 little ones opposite a singleton, or the ace and 3 little ones opposite a singleton. That's good. But if you have high cards in partner's singleton, you are turned off. Always turned off. Okay? You want to have singletons or voids located opposite nothing cards or opposite an ace. Sorry, I'm just having a few little glitches here. Okay, good. All right, so the opening bidder, if it went 1 spade, 2 no trump, and now you heard 3 diamonds and you weren't happy, now you would just go straight to 4 of the major because you weren't happy. But if you were happy and you were turned on because you had 3 little ones opposite partners, singleton or a void, then you would bid 4 no trump, asking for key cards. I hope all of you know key card Blackwood by now, but in case you don't, I have included it in the notes that you will get today. We're not going to teach it today, but it will be in your notes for you, okay? So the thing is, what you need to know also is that you never use Blackwood if you have 2 little cards or 3 little cards, or the queen and 3 little cards. You need to have at least an ace or a king in a suit, in all the other suits, in order to ask for Blackwood. But that's another lesson for in 2 weeks' time. We'll work more with that, okay? That's a lesson that we're going to talk about control bids, it's going to be called, but sometimes we call them Q bids, but better that they be called control bids, okay? Good. Now, so that's a note to you to remember. Don't use Blackwood of any kind if you have a void or 2 or 3 cards, little cards, in a side suit. So in order to use Blackwood, you need to have at least the king and 1 little one, at least that, or a singleton in all the non-trump suits. Now, the reason for it is, you see, sometimes you'll get to 6. You're in 6 hearts on this particular hand. I haven't given you all the cards. And the dummy has the ace, king, queen of diamonds, and you have only 1 little diamond. Now, if you're playing bridge against your friends or your relatives, they'll lead a diamond for you. And you'll be able to play the ace and then the king and throw away a club. And then play the queen and throw away a club. And now life is happy, life is good. But if you're not playing against friends or relatives and you're playing against bridge players, they're going to take their ace and their king of clubs before you get to throw away your losers on dummies, what we call extra winners. So it's very disappointing when they have no sense of humor and they lead suits that you're in trouble in. Okay, so that's why we never would use Blackwood with this hand having 2 little cards, or with this hand having 3 little cards, or even the queen and 2 little cards, because they can attack you and hurt you right on opening lead. Now, just a reminder that Jacoby 2 no trump, like so many conventions, is canceled when the bad guys get into the act. If they say double, if they bid a suit, Jacoby 2 no trump is gone. It does not exist. So I'm going to run through a little mini summary now of Jacoby 2 no trump. Okay, so 1 spade by partner, 2 no trump by you. If your partner, the opener, by the way, it's alertable. All these bids are alertable. 1 spade, 2 no trump. If he bids 3 clubs or 3 diamonds, then that shows a singleton or a void. Yes, Jacoby is gone after a double. All competitive bids that are in the way by the opponents, Jacoby 2 no trump is canceled. So 1 spade, 2 no trump, 3 clubs would show a singleton or a void in clubs. And then the responder will decide if he's happy or sad. Turned on, turned off. 1 spade, 2 no trump, 3 spades. That's encouraging. No singleton or a void, and 16 or more points. No, this is not a splinter, Lisa, and therefore the singleton or singleton could be an ace or a king. It's a good question because it is a little different than with splinters. With splinters, we can't show a singleton, ace, or king, but with Jacoby 2 no, because it's unlimited and can show any number of points, it could be a singleton, ace. It could be an ace or a king. Okay, so the rebid of 4 of the agreed trump suit. So 1 spade, 2 no trump, 1 spade, 2 no trump, 4 clubs would show a singleton or a void somewhere in the hand automatically. No, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. I apologize. 1 spade, 2 no trump, 4 of the major, rebid of 4 of the agreed trump suit says I don't have a singleton or a void and I have a minimum opening bid. Sorry, I'm mixing it up with that other crazy 4-level bid. Here we go. The bid of the new suit at the 4 level, a 5-card suit headed by 2 of the top 3 honors, and partner will decide whether he is excited about that or not. Now, there were some questions, so we'll take some questions now. What if there's an interference bid now? Well, yes, because we've already had Jacoby 2 no, so we can't take it back. So yes, it's still in there. Now, what do we mean by alertable, Jordan? Well, you see, if you and your partner have sat down over a coffee beforehand and agreed that you're playing Jacoby 2 no trump, it's only fair that your opponents get to know. So in real life bridge, the partner of the person making the funny bid says alert. So it would go 1 spade, pass. 2 no trump, alert by the opening bidder. So 1 spade, 2 no trump, alert by the opening bidder. In online bridge, it's a little confusing. So in online bridge, you alert your own bids because the opponents are entitled to have that information. Catherine, no, it's 2 of the top 3 honors. So ace, king, king, queen, or ace, queen. It's not 3 of the top 5 honors. Okay, no, it is 2 of the top 3 honors. That is carved in stone in blood. Okay, any other questions? If the second 5-card suit does not have the honors, yes, you just show the singleton or the void. That's right. And if they ask the meaning of 2 no trump, what do you reply? You say it was a forcing raise showing 13 or more points and 4 of partner's major suit. Okay? So if there's interference after the 2-no trump bid, then that's okay. The convention is still, everything is still intact. Okay? It's not called Jacoby 3-no trump. Someone wants to know about Jacoby 3-no trump. It's not called that. It's just, it is one spade by partner, and that's one of a major by partner. If you now bid 3-no trump, that does show 13 to 15 high card points, balanced hand, and stoppers in the unbid suits. Okay? Yes, when they ask the meaning of a bid, you do say it's Jacoby 2-no trump, but if you're playing against less experienced players, you explain what it means, okay? The point count to show a second 5-card suit, no, it shows 13 or more points, 13 or more, and another 5-card suit, okay? It doesn't promise extra points. Remember, 5-5, come alive. Those are tremendous playing strength when we have a second 5-card suit. Okay, is there interference before the 2-no trump, then Jacoby 2-no trump is canceled. Okay, Jacoby 2-no trump is canceled. So if it went 1 spade, 2 clubs, 2-no trump would mean something different. Okay, quite a Jacoby 2-no trump is not there. Okay, so now let's look at what these bids are. The chart should have a line down the middle. Okay, it should have a line down the middle. So just ignore the fact that that's not there. Let's work with the left. 1 heart, 2-no trump, 3 clubs by the opener. So 1 heart, 2-no trump, 3 clubs. We'll show a singleton or avoiding clubs. 1 heart, 2-no trump, 3 diamonds. We'll show a singleton or avoiding diamonds. 1 heart, 2-no trump, 3 hearts. No singleton or void, and 16 or more points. 1 heart, 2-no trump, 3 spades. We'll show a singleton or avoid in spades. 1 heart, 2-no trump, 4 clubs. A good 5-card club suit. Good 5-card club suit. This belongs to the next one down. A good 5-card diamond suit. Okay, 1 heart, 2-no trump, 4 hearts. No singleton or void. I'm not sure why it has that there. No singleton or void. And 13 to 15. This belongs to this belongs to this. It'll be correct in your notes, folks. I apologize for the glitches, and we're not going to run through that because it's self-evident. Okay, we'll go down to the next slide, and now we're just going to have a quick practice hand. 1 spade by the opening bidder. This hand's going to pass because it doesn't have enough points. What will this hand bid? I don't understand your question, Pam. Okay, 1 spade pass, 2-no trump. Pass. Good. And now, what will the opening bidder bid? That's great when you give me the answers. Good. 3 diamonds, absolutely. Now, how does this hand feel about that? How does this hand feel? Are they happy or sad? Happy or sad? They should be happy. Happy, yes, because we have 4 little babies, and we know that we're not going to lose more than 1 trick in this suit, and that most likely the high cards that partner has in their hand are going to be located most likely in other suits. So this hand is now going to go on. So 1 spade, 2-no trump, 3 diamonds. This hand, who can normally not bid for no trump when they have 3 or 4 small ones, okay, or even 2 small ones, they can bid for no trump. They can bid for no trump because they know partner's got a singleton. So they're going to bid for no trump, and partner's going to bid what? Playing key card Blackwood. You have 2 key cards. The king of trumps is a key card. So 2 key cards, but you don't have, in this hand, you don't have the queen of trumps. So you're going to bid 5 hearts, showing 2 key cards and no queen of trumps. This is in your notes for you later, okay? And so you're going to bid 5 hearts, and now this guy has 2 key cards himself and knows that partner has 2, that's 4, and there are 5 key cards. So this guy knows that they're missing 1 key card. So what will they bid now? It's okay to be missing 1 key card to be in 6. Good. So you're now going to bid 6 spades. Okay? Yes, 6 spades, because you were turned on about partner singleton. Okay. Now we have another hand. This is the dealer, and he's going to open the bidding with 1 heart. And West will bid what? He has 14 points, including his doubleton heart. So he's going to bid 2 no trump. And this hand will now bid 3 clubs. Good. This hand shows there's singleton or avoiding clubs. And is this hand happy or sad? Happy or sad? Sad. We call this wasted values. If you have an employee in your workplace, you want them to be pulling their work. Your king and your jack are your employees, and they're not pulling their work. They're not pulling their weight. And when it goes 9 of clubs from the dummy, small club, if you play the king, he's going to play the ace, okay? And later on, you're going to have to trump 2 of these cards over in this hand. And so the king and jack, 4 points out the window, did no good. Can you see? You're going to lose 2 diamonds, no spades, 2 diamonds, and a club. So these hands did not fit well, okay? As opposed to the last hand, which fit beautifully, magic, okay? So this hand, now 1 heart, 2 no trump, 3 clubs. Oh, sad, sad. And now just bids 4 hearts. Now, we're not going to do the quiz because we have so much else to do. The quiz is all written out for you in your notes. And so while I would like to do it, we don't really have the time. So, now I want to tell you about the magic of having 4-card support. You see, some people think that they can do Jacoby 2 no trump with only 3 good ones. So let's say they had the ace king and another one, 3 trumps, that they think they can Jacoby 2 no because it's so good. It isn't. It's not good at all. 3 trumps, you know, we've told you all these years that 8-card fit is fine, and that is true, and it still is. 8 is fine, but 9's divine. So if West is in 4 hearts, let's have a look. Count losers with me. If West is in 4 hearts, never mind how they got there. They're in 4 hearts. They got 26 points pretty much between them. They get to 4 hearts. Okay, now you've got 3 spade losers. You have to call it 3 spade losers because once you pulled the trumps, you're going to lose all 3 spades. So 3 spade losers, no heart losers, no diamond losers because you've got the ace over there, and you've got 2 club losers. So 2 clubs and 3 spades. That's 5 losers. 2 more than you can afford to have. Now the clubs have some potential because you've got 8 between you, which is good. That's always good. So after you've pulled the trumps, you'll be able to play the ace of clubs and then the king of clubs and then give away a club to charity. And then the extra club in each hand should be good by then. That's your hope. But that's only one extra trick. We need to get another extra trick. It's looking like spades. There's only 2 spades in the dummy, and we have 3. So what our plan is as a declarer is to create a void in the dummy. So you're going to give away a spade to charity at your first chance before pulling trumps. You're going to give away another spade to charity, and then you're going to rough the spade in the dummy. For that matter, you could even rough it high with the king because you've got such good trumps here. But here's the catch. the opponents figured you out and they led a heart to start with. Not nice. So they led a heart, and let's say you win it with the ace of hearts. And now you play a spade and you give away a spade. Let's see if I can do something with that. Okay, so we played a spade and they led a heart. How about that? Oh, it didn't stay. Okay, you get the idea. All right, so we give away a spade, and now when they get in, the creeps lead back another heart. Now you lead another spade, and guess what? They lead back another heart. And now all these hearts are gone from the dummy. And you're going to lose 3 spades and a club. And so you're going to be down 1, which is most unfortunate. So that's why 3-card support is fine, but we really like to have 4. And that's the beauty of Jacoby to no trump, where we find out that partners got 4-card support. So on this hand, you see, even if they lead a spade, that's the beauty of 4 of them. We can even draw trumps ourselves and still keep a trump in the dummy with which to do some roughing. And we're still going to be okay. So the value, as I've said here, the value of 4-card support can never be overstated. Okay? So based on that, Bergen raises were invented. They're also based on something called the law of total tricks. But we'll worry about that another time. So what you do is, again, not when the opponents are in the act. Here, if the opponents have bid double, so if it went 1 heart double, you could still use Bergen raises. But if they interfere like 1 heart, 1 spade by the opponents, it's gone. So what I want you to try, it's super fun. You'll love it. So 1 heart, pass. If you have 6 to 9 points, including distribution, and 4-card support, you bid 3 clubs. Or if they open 1 spade, you're going to bid 3 clubs. But you have to have sat down and agreed with partner that you're playing Bergen raises. Okay? I know you don't know Bergen raises. That's why we're learning it now. We're going back to square one for everybody because most people don't know Bergen raises. Okay? So 1 heart, 3 clubs, 1 of a major, 3 clubs. If you agree to play it with your partner, it's going to promise 6 to 9 points and 4 or more of partner's major suit. So then partner revalues their hand, and let's say they just have a normal minimum opening. Let's say it went 1 heart, 3 clubs, then they would just bid 3 hearts. What is this? Why have we bothered doing this? It drowns out the opponents and makes it very difficult for them to get into the act. Now, let's see. Let's have a look at this hand. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 spade by partner. You would bid 3 clubs. Because you're promising 6 to 9 points or a bad 10, and you're going to bid 3 clubs. No, if the opener now bids 3 spades, it's not going slow. It just says, we have nowhere to go on this hand. We're finished. We're done. Now, it's based on the law of total tricks, which was developed many years ago by a theorist, a mathematician, and popularized by Larry Cohen more recently, which says that you bid to the level of the number of trumps that your side holds, that it's safe to be there. So you have 9 trumps, you can bid 9 tricks, 1 spade, 3 clubs, because you're safe at the 3 level. Yes, you do give up the fact that now 1 spade, 3 clubs, either preemptively or as a strong jump shift, depending on what you've agreed with your partner to play, you've lost that ability. Frankly, that's not losing much, because jump shifting as a preempt at the 3 level is never a good idea. Okay, do I only have 12 cards? Thank you, Joan, for keeping me honest. That was just to make sure you were paying attention. That's supposed to have 1 more diamond there. Thank you so much. I do apologize. Thank you. So 1 spade, you would bid 3 clubs because you have 1 more diamond in this hand. Okay, thank you. Now, so that's what to do with 6 to 9. You jump shift into 3 clubs. I don't know reverse Bergen. Reverse Bergen is the opposite. Someone just asked that question. It's the other approach. You decide with your partner what you agreed to play. Anything is fine. Okay, so 1 heart by partner. If you bid 3 diamonds, it will show 10 to 12 and 4 of partner's major suit. Or 1 spade by partner, 3 diamonds, will show 4 of partner's suit and 10 to 12 points. So this is just an example of it. Partner has opened the bidding with 1 heart, and you're going to bid 3 diamonds, not because you have diamonds. These could have been the clubs. It's just kidding about diamonds, okay? Remember, both of these bids are alertable, okay? Alertable by the partner of the person making the funny bid in real life bridge, and by the person making the bid when you're playing on BBO. Now, questions. Do you do Bergen raises in any position? Yes, except that if you are past hand to start with, then you should be doing, you should be learning Drury. Okay? Now, what does Bergen eliminate? It eliminates the strong jump shift of 1 heart, 3 diamonds, if you're playing it as a strong jump shift showing 18 or more points. Or it also would eliminate if you were playing preemptive 1 heart, 3 diamonds, or 1 spade, 3 diamonds. But it's a small price to pay. So it's 6 to 9, including distribution. If you have 4 of them, it could be 7 to 9. It just depends. Okay, what you agreed to play. Okay, it's actually 7 to 9. You'll see why in a moment. If the opponents dare to interfere, then it's gone. So 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 diamonds is gone. That is a limit raise. That is the limit raise now. 1 heart, 3 diamonds will become your limit raise. So let's go to the next screen. So now you've got to agree, okay? If the opponents are in the act, you've got to agree that you're playing it with your partner. And you've got to agree on whether, if the opponents make a takeout double, if you and your partner are still playing Bergen raises. Now, so after the opening bidder has heard 3 diamonds from their partner, they have to decide whether to go on or not. 1 spade, 3 diamonds, or 1 heart, 3 diamonds. So let's say this is your hand, and you open the bidding with 1 spade, and your partner has bid 3 diamonds. Let's evaluate our hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 for the 5th card is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that's your 15. Okay, what will you bid with this hand? You have a minimum hand. You really only have 12. Sorry, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 high, 13 for the 5th card. Okay, 13. And partner raised you, you have 14. So you have a barest minimum for your opening bid. So it went 1 spade, 3 diamonds. You now bid 3 spades. And this is just like before you played Bergen. If it went 1 spade, 3 spades, you as the opening bidder would now pass with that dead minimum hand. You just pass, it's done. So if it goes 1 spade, 3 diamonds, you bid 3 spades, it's done. The responder can't now decide, Once again, I'll mention, in case you find an ace on the floor, that would be the only time the responder can move on. So now you open the bidding with 1 heart here, and you hear 3 diamonds by your partner. Let's count points. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 for the 5th is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Partner raised your suit, you get an extra point. That's 16. That was in last week's notes on hand evaluation, folks. Hand evaluation, dummy points, declarer points. And on my website, if you scroll down on the right-hand side, there's some articles, and one of them is hand evaluation and revaluing, and you can click on that, and you can print out the notes for it. Anyway, in any case, you've got extra points here. So 1 heart, 3 diamonds by partner, you're going to bid 4 hearts. Just like in days gone by before Bergen, it would have gone 1 heart, 3 hearts. You would have bid 4 hearts then too. So that's Bergen races in a nutshell, but there's one more little kinky thing that goes with it. So now we cannot have 2 ways to show the same hand. So what's 1 spade, 3 spades, or 1 heart, 3 hearts? Because we already agreed that if you had a limit raise, it would have gone 1 spade, 3 diamonds, or 1 heart, 3 diamonds. So what are these bids? Once you've agreed to play Bergen raises, then this shows a lousy hand, 2 to 6 points, 2 to 6 points. Okay, so once you've agreed to play Bergen, 1 spade, 3 diamonds, 1 heart, 3 diamonds, the only way to show 10 to 12 and 4 trumps. So these bids are weak, and they show 2 to 6 points, including distribution, and 4 card support. Because you see, we don't want to not be able to use these bids. There are, I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but there are only 15 bids in bridge vocabulary. Spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs, and no trumps. And the numbers 1 through 7. And then there's pass, there's double, and there's redouble. That's 15 words. So we can't have 1 spade, 3 spades being just not used at all. It has to be used. And so it's going to be used to show 2 to 6 points and 4 card support. Yes, just do it, vulnerable or not vulnerable. You'll be happy or not vulnerable against vulnerable. That's everybody's favorite. And yes, we would like it, but just do it. And make sure when you're using the bidding box that your hand doesn't shake of nerves when you're doing it. Just do it like you mean it, like you know what you're doing, and then they won't double you. Okay? How does this work in 2 over 1? It works exactly the same way in 2 over 1. What do robots use on bridge base? I'm sorry, Sylvia, I don't know, because I want you to play with real people. Okay, yes, even if they're 4 little ones. Yes, it doesn't promise quality. 1 spade, 3 spades, Dean, can be the 2, 3, 4, and 5 of spades. Yes, and you do alert it. Quite right, you do alert it. 3 card support, no, we're not jumping with 3 card support. We only jump with 4. Okay, if you had 6 to 9 and 3 card support, then it would go 1 spade, 2 spades. The advantage of Bergen is to be annoying to your opponents and to tell partner right away that you have a 9 card fit. If you have 3 card support and 11 to 12 points, you have to bid a new suit first. I do recommend playing Bergen. I love it. I think it's a great convention. Yes, 3 card trump support in 10 to 12. If you're playing 2 over 1, you have to bid 1 no trump first and then jump in partner's major. And if you're not playing 2 over 1, then you bid a new suit first and then raise partner next. Okay? Bergen should only be used if you're not a past hand. You don't want to do it if you're a past hand, because there's the jury convention has been invented for that. So that's a good point. Don't use Bergen if you've passed originally. Now, If partner opens the bidding with 1 heart, for example, here's your hand. You've got 5 points, by the way. This is worth 3 points. So 2 and 3 is 5. Okay? So you're going to jump to 3 hearts. 1 heart, 3 hearts. Now, 1 spade, 4 spades, and 1 heart, 4 hearts have not changed in their meaning. Those bids are called, we call it the weak freak. Okay? And this is a hand that you would do that with. 1 heart, 4 hearts. You would make that bid when you've got a hand that looks like this. Now, somebody had a question about when you're playing 2/1 and using Bergen. It's not relevant because when you're using Bergen, you don't have 13 or more points. You're just showing partner 4-card support. Okay? And if you were playing 2/1, if you had 4-card support and 13 or more points, you wouldn't be making a 2/1. You would be Jacoby 2 knowing. And if you've got 4-card support and either 6 to 9 or 10 to 12, you won't be making a 2/1 bid. You'll be using Bergen raises. Okay. Someone wants to have a lesson on 2/1. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. So 1 heart by partner, 4 hearts. Yes. Okay. That's called the weak freak, and it promises 2 to 9 points, including distribution, and 5 trumps. Okay. Now we're going to a different segment of the lesson. Now, 1 diamond, 1 spade, pass, 3 spades. Let's look at this. Sorry. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This is a new part of the lesson. 1 spade is an overcall. Okay, the yellow arrows pointing to it. 1 spade is the overcall. It promises anywhere from 8 up to 17 points. 8 to 17 points. And a 5-card suit. If you only have 8 to 12 points, you've got to have a sterling 5-card suit. 2 of the top 3 honors, or in this case, 3 of the top 5 honors. A good 5-card suit. And you learned at Mother's Knee, when you first learned beginner's bridge, you learned that to raise your partner's suit, because she could have less, you had to have a bit more. So with 8 to 11, you would raise your partner's overcall. With 12 to 14, you would raise to the 3 level. And with 15 or more, you would raise to the 4 level. So if you had 12 to 14 and you jump raised her to 3 spades, showing 12 to 14, what happens if she's got the dead minimum hand? The trouble is you're too high. So supposing it went 1 diamond, 1 spade pass, and you bid 3 spades. Okay, you've got your 12 points, including distribution, 1 for the doubleton, and you bid 3 spades. If she had the dead minimum hand, you're too high. You're in trouble. This is your partner's hand. Can you see? This isn't good. You're too high. And so, for this reason, they developed a new method in responding to partner's overcall to show 10 or more points and 3 or more of partner's suit. So this is the modern way. You're going to bid the opponent's suit. So let's go back to the previous screen. It would go, instead of this, it would go 1 diamond, 1 spade pass, and you would bid 2 diamonds here instead. 2 diamonds. And that's going to say, I have 10 or more points and 3 or more of your suit. And now, here's partner's hand. They have a real minimum hand, a tiny hand. 8 points, including distribution. Now, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 diamonds. He's just going to bid 2 spades. And now, you as the responder are going to pass with that hand. So you're going to bid the opponent's suit. It never means that you have the suit the opponents have. It just says, I have 10 or more points and I like your suit. And you promise 3 or more of her suits. So how you're going to do it from now on, 1 diamond, 1 spade by partner. Q bids are not alertable. Q bids are not alertable. 1 diamond, 1 spade, pass. 2 spades will show 6 to 9, and 2 diamonds will show 10 or more, and 3 or more spades. And it's called having a limit raise or better. Supposing this opening bidder now had, yes, forget about the old rules, they're gone with the bustle. Supposing this opening bidder had 16 points and you promised 10, now the opening bidder would just bid 4 spades. 1 diamond, 1 spade pass, 2 diamonds pass. Let's say he's got 14 points. He'll bid 3 spades to say, I've got a better than a minimum overcall. And now you will decide whether to go on or not. You'll do the arithmetic. So 1 diamond, 1 spade pass. 3 spades cannot now show 12 or more points because we can't have 2 ways to show the same bid. So we're going to change it now so that 1 diamond, 1 spade pass. Remember, this is all in your notes, folks. I know I'm whipping through this fast, but this is the world of modern day bridge that I want you to learn, and it's in such detail in your notes, and we're going to have some practice hands very, very shortly. 1 diamond, 1 spade pass. We're going to bid 3 spades with this hand. 2 to 6 points and 4 of partner's major suit. Okay? And this is weak and preemptive. Just like before, when it went pass, 1 spade, 3 spades, 2 to 6, and 4 of partner's suit. Okay? So, what now are we going to do? What on earth are we going to do? You see, these creeps, if they could just mind their own business and not bid. So I told you that Jacoby 2 no trump is gone. Linda, I know it's fast, but it's going to be in your notes, and we need to play some hands after. So that's why I'm going through it a little bit quickly, and then you're going to study it in your notes after. So 1 heart, 1 spade. What will you bid now with this hand? See, you don't want to bid 4 hearts with this hand, because remember the weak freak? It still applies. That would show 2 to 9 points and 5 of partner's major suit. So we're going to bid the suit the opponents have bid. 1 heart, 1 spade. You're going to bid 2 spades. Okay? And that's going to show 10 or more points and at least 3 hearts. Back to the opening bidder. If he just has 13, he'll bid 3 hearts because you only promised 10. He assumes you only have 10. He'll bid 3 hearts. And now here, because you have so many points, you'll go on to 4 hearts. But if you only had 10, then you would just pass. So if you raise to 2 hearts, it's going to show 6 to 9 points. If you've got 14, you don't want to raise to 4 hearts because it's the weak freak. The weak freak. If partner had opened 1 heart, you would bid 4 hearts with this. And if the opponents had bid 1 spade, you would bid 4 hearts. I'm sorry, I can't help you about the black chat comment box. You have to learn how to be able to grasp the side of your chat box with your arrow and pull it over to the side. So that's something to practice with a friend later, how to do it, okay? Before tomorrow, preferably. Okay, if the opponents double, you have to agree on how to handle doubles. It's a different story and a different lesson. Okay, after one heart double, one heart by partner double, you would still bid 4 hearts with this hand. Okay, now you won't make this, you won't, with this hand that I gave you before, one heart, one spade, you won't bid 4 hearts with this. You're going to bid 2 spades. And it's just going to show 10 or more. Don't forget it's the or more. Okay, so what's 1 heart, 1 spade, 3 hearts? Once again, 2 to 6, 2 to 6, and 4 trumps. Okay, now I've just put in a final note. Don't wait till you're ready to try it or you'll never be ready. Now, Cindy, it's time for the poll. Cindy's going to load up a poll on your screen, folks. Some of you with iPads, unfortunately, will not be able, some of you with iPads, most of you will still be able to, but sometimes the polls don't work on iPads, okay? Yes, please teach your partners these things. Please teach them, okay? Okay, so the poll is going to come up. Cindy, are you there?
I'm here, and I just wanted to say there was one question I don't think you answered, and that was does it matter if the opener's singleton is an ace or a king when you're doing the
Jacoby 2 no trump?
right?
No, I did comment on that a number of times, but thanks, Cindy. The opener, if they have a singleton ace or a singleton king, they will still show that they have a singleton in that suit. It is unlike the splinter bid in that we still show the singleton or the void. Yes, regardless of whether it's an ace or a king. Thank you. Okay, so here comes the poll, folks. We'd be grateful if you could participate in it. That would be great. And that helps me. And then I think there's 4 questions altogether. And if you can't do the poll, don't worry. You can always send me an email giving me the questions. The first question is to rate it. You can write it down if you can't do it in the poll. Rate it as excellent, very good, good, fair, or poor. I cannot see who it's coming from. So you are totally anonymous. And I know that it was a lot of information in a very short time today. I know that because I want to get to playing the hands, okay? What does it mean, a good 10 points or a bad 10 points? It's a very good question. If your hand is filled with queens and jacks, we call them quacks. Those are bad points. And if you've got 10s and 9s, those are good. Those are good, okay? The poll should be there for you. If you don't have a poll, you can email me with the answers, okay? All right. Okay, and I appreciate that. I understand that it was a bit fast today. Okay, I don't know who the woman is eating her dinner. They can turn off their screen if they want to. Okay, we don't have toilets flushing this time. So, you know, I'm always grateful for that. Okay, so Cindy, we can do the next one now. We do not share them. Yes. Now, the next question is, on Thursday, May the 28th, we have a Zoom lesson on killing defense, and do you plan to be there? That, by the way, is the most exciting part of the game, is defense. It is just too exciting, and it's something that I love to do, and I think, honestly, you won't find it overwhelming, and you will absolutely love it. So please do join us tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so that was just a question of whether you plan on being there for that session tomorrow evening. Okay, and I think that's probably good enough now, Cindy. Okay, yes, tomorrow will also be recorded, Rob. Yes, tomorrow we'll be recording. Oh yes, it's quite different from the killing defense I did a few weeks ago. It's always different. Okay, and on Wednesday, June the 3rd next week, we're doing play of the hand. So there won't be like a whole bunch of additional information for you. It'll be teaching you card play technique, which is so it's not at all overwhelming. I know today is a lot of information, okay? And so it will not be overwhelming next week. I promise you that, okay? Card play technique is what we're working on next week, okay? We'll have some fun hands to play. So do try, and that's at 4 o'clock on Wednesday next week. Okay, Cindy, one more question. One more question.
Okay.
Okay, now, the question 4, Cindy. Yeah. Okay, now, so the question 4 was, I do quizzes every week in my newsletter, and sometimes I want to know if you want them continued or not continued. And I know that some of you do the quizzes but don't submit the answers, and that's okay too. Just you can't get a prize that way. There's a prize. But anyway, so just let me know whether you consider them worthwhile and whether you want me to be bothered with them. Oh, I did goof up last week with the Google Forms for the quiz, and I submitted, I said you could only answer once. This caused all kinds of problems with the system. So I fixed that now. So you will still be able to answer electronically without a glitch. I expect to have no problems with that. Okay, thank you. You won't need the Google ID. You won't need all that nonsense next week, and I'm sorry. Yes, maybe it could have been divided into 2 lessons. Yes, but we only have June to work with, you see. So I'm trying to fit in some things. Okay, teaching bridge to grandchildren. Send me an email, and I'll send you a note. And Jourdain, please send me an email, barbaraseagram@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to put you on my email list, any one of you, please. And at the end of the lesson, you'll go to barbaraseagram.com, all of you, and you will get the notes there. The recording link will not be up for a couple of hours. Okay? All right. Thanks very much. We can end the poll now, Cindy,
Yeah, okay.
and we're going to move on. Because now we're going to do the play portion of the lesson, okay? So can you end that poll, Cindy?
Oh, I thought it was ended.
No, I don't think so, but I'll exit
Okay.
out. Does that do it? I hope everybody's poll has gone away. Has it? Has your poll gone away? Okay, excellent. Okay, so we're going to move to the play portion. There we go. Now, let's have a look. Yes, there we go. That's our first hand. So just a little review for you. And we're not even going to bother playing this, but we're going to talk about the concept. One spade is going to be bid by the opening bidder, who's the dealer, is North. They're going to bid 1 spade. The next hand is going to pass. And what should this hand bid? I'm not going to take the time. Oh, just a second. I've lost my chat bar. Just a sec. I've just got to grab that back again. Okay, there it goes. Okay, oops. Sorry, just to give me a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, I hope you can see the screen okay. Good. So 1 spade and pass, and you know you're going to bid 2 no trump, of course. And you're going to, here's how you alert, by the way. You click on alert before you make your bid, playing on BBO, and I hope all of you are playing on BBO, and you write in here, Jacoby 2 no trump. Like that. And then you click on 2 no trump. And if somebody wants you to explain, or if you want someone to explain, you click on this bid and you explain. It went away. Okay, it's there. Just a sec. You can key in more information than Jacoby 2 no, but usually that's the only thing that would be needed, okay? I hope that's going to go away. All right, so 1 spade pass, 2 no trump pass, and what will that opening bidder now bid? What are they required to do now? What do you think? 3 diamonds, you betcha. Okay, so the next hand's going to say pass. I'm sorry, having a few problems here. Pass, and 3 diamonds, 3 diamonds. And now, is South happy about that? Happy or sad? Happy or sad? Which is it?
Happy.
Happy, good. So now, do you see, now South can bid for no trump because they're happy. Pass, and what would North bid? What would North bid in response to key card Blackwood? 5 hearts, good. So they're going to bid 5 hearts. Pass, and now South, who knows that they're missing 1 key card, is now going to bid 6 spades. And you can see that this hand has no losers in spades, looking at the both hands. And they have no, a loser in hearts, but they're going to be able to trumpet in the dummy. They've got no losers in clubs, and they've got 1 loser only in diamonds, okay? So they're going to lose 1 trick, and that's all, okay? Good. So now we're going to do the next hand. There we go. Okay, so on this hand, East is the dealer, and it's going to go 1 heart. I'm not even going to do the bidding, okay? 1 heart, 2 no trump. And now this hand bids 3 clubs, and I want you to tell me happy or sad. We're not doing the Queen Ask. We're not doing the slam bidding lesson today. I'm sorry. So 1 heart, 2 no trump, 3 clubs. Yes, we don't want the King Jack of clubs, opposite partners singleton. This is just wasted cards, okay? And therefore, 1 heart, 2 no trump, 3 clubs. This hand is now going to bid what? 4 hearts only. That is correct. 4 hearts only. Okay, so now we're going to go to another hand. You've got the idea. You're wonderful. Okay. Now, the others you had seen some of them before, but this is a new one for you. Okay, you're the dealer with this hand on hand number 4, and you're going to open the bidding. And so what are you going to start with? You're going to start with 1 heart. That's real easy. 1 heart. And the next hand is going to say pass. And what should this hand bid? Hey, you know what to bid. You just have this down pat now. You're going to bid. You're going to self-alert here, okay? You're going to bid, and you're going to say it's Jacoby 2 no, just to get you the idea, okay? Alert, there we go, and you're going to bid 2 no trump. There you go, okay? By the way, whenever you're playing an online bridge, can you see that little box up in the top right that says Jacoby 2 no? That might be annoying to you during the play because it's blocking the cards. Just click in the middle of it, it'll go away, okay? Anytime you want to review what a bid means later on, let's see. Oh, I know. When you have the final auction, we'll look at that later. When you have the final auction, you can click on the actual bid of what the contract is, and it will review the auction for you. And then that box is going to be in the way. You just click on the box, it goes away, okay? So 1 heart pass, 2 no trump, pass, and what should this opening bidder bid now? What should he bid? Yes, the bid box in the middle stays until the game starts. Yes. Okay, what should this opening bidder bid now? Yes, he just has a minimum hand, no singletons or voids. So he's going to bid 4 hearts. 4 hearts. And it's going to go pass, pass, pass. Now let's look at this hand from a declarer's point of view. We look at the dummy and we count losers only in the declarer's hand where there are more trumps. So we have no heart losers. I'm sure you'll agree. You do have 1 spade loser because you're missing the king here. Okay, so there's a hole. 1 spade loser. You've got no diamond losers because diamonds are very happy. And you've got 3 potential club losers. You should worry about those clubs. You're not as worried about the spades because you can stop the spades right now. You've got the ace. Okay, so you should worry about the clubs though, because if this creep gets in, if this guy gets in, the south hand, and he leads a club, if he leads the ace, he's going to encourage him. He's going to lead another club, and they're going to take 3 club tricks plus whatever he got in with, king of spades, king of spades, king of spades. So when they led, this guy leads the 10 of spades, top of a sequence, always safer. Don't underlead honors if you don't have to, if you have a sequence. So 10 of spades. This is your dangerous opponent. We should have a lesson on that sometime. It's tricky. This is your dangerous opponent. You don't want him on lead leading a club through. In fact, you don't want the opponents on lead at all leading a club. So you're going to win the ace of spades. He's going to encourage by playing the 5. The 5 is a smile, playing standard signaling. The 2 would be saying, don't lead it again. If you're playing upside down, then it's the opposite of what I'm saying. So we win it. And now we have to draw trumps, because what we have here is we have gorgeous diamonds, and we can throw away 2 clubs on what we call the extra winners in the dummy. So we've got to be able to do that. So in order to do it without the bad guys trumping your diamonds at some point, you need to be able to pull trumps first. So you can play, you've got real good hearts, ace of hearts, heart, heart, heart. And now a heart, 10 of hearts, king of hearts, heart. Look at, they followed suit. Aren't they wonderful? We don't have to pull any more. And now the queen of diamonds, diamond, diamond, diamond. And now the jack of diamonds, diamond. Now we've got to be able to get to the dummy, and you don't want to waste a trump. So you're going to overtake it because you had the queen already. These are all the same. Remember, we've got different levels of players playing here. So I want to be very clear. It only hurts for a little while overtaking your honors, but you can do it. They're all the same. There we go. And now the king of diamonds, you want to throw away. You could throw away your 2 spades, but those have more potential. You see, only one of them is going to lose. So I would throw away 2 of the clubs. King of diamonds, diamond, throw away a club and a diamond, and now a diamond, diamond, another club. And this guy just throws away a spade, let's say. Okay? And now can you see that you're going to lose? Let's see, how many tricks have we lost so far? I think we've lost none. Can anybody see? Oh, yes. Okay, we've not lost any. Not lost any tricks. Okay? So we've got 7 tricks that we've got. That's 8, 9, and 10. So now we're going to play a spade. And he's going to win the king, and you're going to play the jack, and a spade, and he's going to cash the ace of clubs, club, 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 and that's all he gets. Because your spade, you could rough it in the dummy, but it's good. Does that make sense? Does everybody see that? Say yes. Okay, good. And now we're going to do hand number 5. And thanks very much, by the way, to Babs Giesbrecht from Qualicum Beach, British Columbia, who taught me how to do this so that we can do actual hands. God bless you, Babs. She has spent hours with me. Thank you. And Tim and Phil have also. They've been amazing. And now we have wonderful Cindy. Thank you. Okay, now on this hand, let's see. North is the dealer on this hand. And North has opened the bidding. So they're going to open, just to speed that up, it's so obvious. You're going to open the bidding with 1 heart. Now, what do you think East is going to bid? They have a perfectly good overcall, a minimum, but 2 of the top 3 honors in their 5-card suit and 8 points, okay? So 9 points. So they're going to overcall 1 spade, absolutely. Let's have them bid 1 spade. And now, what will South bid? That's right. You have 10 or more points, so you want to show that. 1 heart, 1 spade. You're going to bid 2 spades because we're not going to bid. Remember, 3 hearts now would show 2 to 6 points, a weak hand, okay? So you're going to bid 2 spades to show 10 or more points. West is sorry they even came out to bid today, and they're going to pass. And what should the opening bidder do? Now let's have a look at that. Let's count points. 4, 5, 6, 7 in the clubs. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 point for the 5th and the 6th. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And now your partner supported your suit. You get 1 extra point for the 5th card in the suit that's been supported and 2 extras for each remaining card. You're up to 20. So you're going to bid 4 hearts. You'd like to even think about more, but the opponents were in the act and you don't know that there's more, so you're just going to settle for 4 hearts. Pass, pass, pass. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the card that East is not going to lead. Which card are they not going to lead? Which suit are they not going to lead? You got it. They are not leading a spade, not when they have ace queen. If he had ace king, he would. But aces are put on this earth to capture kings and queens. If he leads the ace, now declarer's king is going to be good. So he's not going to lead the suit. He's going to wait until his partner gets on lead, he hopes, and leads a spade through declarer's king. So he leads top of a sequence, the best and safest lead in bridge, the jack of clubs. Now let's count losers. We have 2 club losers. You must call it 2 club losers. Otherwise, you will go ahead and you will pull all the trumps, and then you won't have a way to rough 2 clubs in the dummy. 2 club losers. And you've got to call that 3 spade losers, unless friendly soul on your left had led the ace of spades, in which case the king would now be good, and now you'd call it only 2 losers. So you have 3 spade losers and 2 club losers, and you have no heart losers. So that's 5 losers. That's 2 more than you can afford to have. First thing you do, look for a singleton, a doubleton, or a void in the dummy. You have a doubleton. You can rough 1 club in the dummy, and maybe, just maybe, you can rough another club in the dummy. But you're going to have to be a little bit careful. Okay, so club, club. This guy should signal encouragement by playing the 6, because he has an honor that is equal to 1 he knows his partner has. So we're going to win it with the ace of clubs. Win it with the ace. You see, you don't have to win it with the lower one. It's only as a defender that you need to win it with the cheapest one. As declarer, your partner's only the dummy, so you're not giving messages to her. So you can win it with the ace. That leaves this hand thinking that maybe, just maybe, their partner has the king. Okay, so we win it with the ace. And now we're going to create a void in the dummy. We can't pull trumps just yet because we've got to trump a club or two in the dummy. So now we're going to play the king of clubs, club, club. Are you understanding? Is everybody understanding? And a club. I hope you're understanding. Good, good. Okay, now we're going to play another club, and they play a club, and you pray a lot, and you play the ruff with the 2 of hearts. You got to try to ruff low first time. And a club. And now you're going to play now the ace of diamonds, because that's called an extra winner in the dummy. We've got no diamonds in declarer's hand. This is always good. So diamond, and don't throw away the club because you have a solution for the club. You're going to try roughing it high in the dummy. You don't have a solution for the spades. So pitch a spade and a diamond. Okay? And now you've got to get back to your hand, and there's no point trying to score a trick with the king because you know that this creep's got the ace queen because they overcalled. So you're going to play diamond just to get back to your hand. Diamond, he'll probably play the queen, and you'll ruff it. And a diamond. And now we're going to play that final club. Club. And this time, we know that there's no more clubs. So there's no point roughing it low. We're going to ruff it high. Ace of hearts and a diamond. And now, let's see. Yes, now we have a heart left in the dummy, and we're going to hope that the hearts break 2-2. If they don't, then we're going to lose a heart. But if they break 2-2, it looks like we're going to make 5. And the queen, heart, spade, heart, look at that. And now you're going to gracefully concede, having played the hearts, you're going to gracefully concede 2 spades, and you're going to make 5. Okay, excellent. And now we're going to have another one. Are we okay? Everybody okay? I hope you're okay. Excellent. Now we're going to have hand number 6. Okay, East is the dealer on hand number 6. You can see by the highlighted yellow as to, that's how you know who's the dealer. So 1 heart, that's easy. And what's South going to bid? You're going to bid 1 spade, aren't you? Sure you are. You're going to bid 1 spade. And what's this hand going to bid? You know. He's going to bid 2 spades. Can't bid 1 spade. He's going to bid 2 spades. Yes, good. That's the Q bid. That's a limit raise or better. Don't forget the or better. We tend to forget about that. Or better, 10 or more. And now North is going to pass because they don't have support for spades and nothing else to say, and a lousy hand. And now let's count points. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Partner supported you ostensibly. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know. That's pretty close. I think I'm going to bid 4 hearts. If he only bids 3 hearts, West should bid 4 hearts because you get an extra dummy point here for clubs. So let's bid 4 hearts. Okay, so 4 hearts and pass, pass, pass. And South is going to lead what? Okay, thanks, Yolande. Now, someone, okay, we'll start. South is going to lead the King of Spades. Good. Now, the auction's gone away. Someone just asked me for a reminder on this. And so this is a good opportunity. Supposing You went to the loo, you came back, and you've got to play, and you don't know how the bidding went. You click here where it says 4 hearts by East, click on that, and up comes the auction, which now blocks some of your cards. So you click, having seen the auction and figured it all out, now you click on your box and it goes away. Okay, good. Now, count your losers with me. We've got 1 heart loser. We've got 2 spade losers. 1 heart loser, 2 spade losers, no diamond losers because you've got the ace in the dummy, and you've got 1 club loser because you've got the ace king to help you with 2 of these, but you still got 1 club loser and 2 spade losers and 1 heart loser. So you've got 1 loser more than you can afford to have. Now, we'd really like to rough the club in the dummy, but we also have to draw trumps, okay? So we don't want to risk being roughed. Maybe we have to risk it. Let's try it. King of spades, spade, spade, and we win the ace of spades. Now, we can play 1 round of hearts, okay? Yep, let's play 1 round of hearts. Heart, jack of hearts, ace of hearts. And now he's going to lead back partner's suit. So spade, spade, jack of spades, spade, and the queen of spades, spade, and he's just going to throw away a diamond and a spade, okay? And now South is on lead again, and South is now not going to lead any spades. We don't want to lead a spade. South should probably lead a heart to cut down on dummy's roughing power. 9 of hearts. The jack's gone already. 10 of hearts, heart, heart. Now, we didn't pull all the trumps because we want to be able to rough a club in dummy. As it turns out, the clubs behave and the jack falls, but we didn't know this. So now we're going to get back to our hand. I want to show you that roughing a diamond in your hand does not it does not gain you a trick. We are only doing it so we can get back to our hand. Diamond, diamond. And now diamond, diamond, rough, and a diamond. And now I'm going to get you to hang on to your, we didn't do this right. I did it wrong. I should have played ace king of clubs first, folks. Now I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Sorry. There we go. And now we're going to play a diamond. Yes, I didn't do this well. I should have played ace king of clubs earlier, and my sincere apologies. We're going to play a diamond now. No, we're not. We're going to undo that. We're going to hope that the clubs behave. We're going to play a heart, a heart. Do you see what I should have done? I should have played ace king of clubs to unblock the club suit, and then I can rough the club. And so now the hearts are all gone. As it turns out, I got lucky and the hearts behaved. And now we played the queen of clubs, and the club jack falls because we live right. And now we play the 10 of clubs, because you see, there we go. But I should have roughed the club. Played ace king of clubs, got to my hand and roughed the club. So my apologies for messing that up, okay? And now the queen of hearts, and so we make our contract. Does that make sense? Okay, See, I goofed too. It's not just you, it's me. Okay, now we're going to have one more quickie. Let's slide down here. Give me a minute. I'll fix the screen in a minute. There we go. And we have one more hand. And all these hands are written out for you in detail in your notes, and you'll be able to see why I did that wrong, and you won't let that happen to you. I goofed. Now, South is the dealer, but has lousy hearts. But that shouldn't stop you. It's all about quantity, not quality. No, they didn't have any trumps left. I drew the last trump. And they all behaved. So South is the dealer, and he opens, I think, unless I'm wrong. So we're going to open the bidding with one heart. Okay. And the next hand is going to bid. Because we count our queen of diamonds as 2 points. It's only if the opponents have bid it that we subtract some points. Okay, so one heart, because a queen is worth 2 points. One heart, and we're going to bid one spade. That's right, one spade. Okay, and now what should North bid? They've got 4 and 1, 5 for dummy points, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and so what should they bid? One heart, one spade. What should North bid? North should bid 2 spades. That's perfect. Good. And North is going to bid 2 spades. Good. And these are not alertable. Q bids are not alertable. Pass. And what should the South hand now bid? South has a dead minimum. Do you agree? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nothing to write home about. Quite a disappointment, and just bids 3 hearts. And has North already told what they have? Have they told their story? They have just a bare 10 points, so they're going to pass too. So it goes pass, pass, pass. And South is going to play the hand in 4 hearts, and West is going to lead the king of spades, spade, spade, and we're going to win the ace. And now, here's the deal. We have a losing diamond, and we have no losing clubs, and we have 1 losing spade, and we have 2 losing hearts. But if we're in fact, we have 2 losing diamonds possibly, but we can rough it in the dummy, okay? But if we don't draw trumps, the creeps might end up roughing a diamond. So even though your trumps are of lousy quality, you have to pull trumps, okay? Yes, North has an extra heart, Ruth, that's true, and we're happy about it, but we're not going to go on to 4 because we don't have more than 10 points. You only have 10 points, okay? And the South hand only has 13, and 13 and 10 are only 23, and we need 26, including distribution, to make 4. Okay, so you have to pull trumps, even if it makes you nervous. And East should win it, of course, with the king, because we win it as cheaply as possible. And East now leads back partner's suit. 5 of spades, Jack of spades, Queen of spades, 4 of spades. West should probably just keep leading spades. Okay? Difficult though. Maybe not. Maybe not. So 10 of clubs, because the 10 will set up the 6. And now we're going to 6 of clubs. Queen of clubs, king of clubs, doesn't matter. Draw trumps, 4 of hearts, 3 of clubs, Jack of hearts, ace of hearts, and now another club, 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 club. We've drawn trumps. And now we're just going to drive out the ace of diamonds, small diamond, king of diamonds, ace of diamonds. And now we can say the rest are mine, and we can claim. Everybody knows how to claim, right? Someone keeps drawing pictures on my screen. There. Okay, and so now you see this little blue box down here? It says claim. You can now claim. And you can say that you're making the rest of the tricks, and your opponents can accept. Okay, and we made 9 tricks, but we only took 9 tricks. We lost 2 heart tricks and a spade and a diamond, making 3. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is I'd like to take questions, because we still have, I think we have like, oops, no, we don't have any more minutes, but I'm happy to take questions. And I would like to thank all of you for being here today. Please email me if you have questions. I'll be sending out a newsletter on Friday. It'll have the links for next week, and it will have a quiz, because you've all said that you loved the quiz, so we're going to do another quiz. And I'd like to thank you. I hope you'll be here tomorrow with me when we do defense, which is my favorite. And I know it was a lot of information, and I'm sorry, but I wanted you to have it all in one nutshell. And please go to my website, www.barbaraseagram.com. Scroll down, and you'll get the notes on today's lesson, which was major suit raises. Now, any questions? Cindy, thank you so much for being here. Tim had to leave, but Cindy's here. Thank you, Cindy, for doing this with me. And Cindy, are there any questions that I've missed? Anybody got any questions? Thank you for all your kind words. Thank you. Anybody got any questions? Then send me an email. If you do, I'll be delighted to answer. And thank you, folks. Let's see. I can actually see you better now. Here we go. Good. Please email me if you have questions. I'm happy to be here with you. I'm delighted that you're here, and thank you. Joan, nice to see you. Take care. Hi to everybody from everywhere. You're all over the globe, and I'm so thrilled. Thank you so much. Take care. Be safe. Bye now. Cindy, thanks a lot.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Now, are you going to, you're going to stop the recording?
Oh, yes. Oh, thanks very much for reminding me about that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, everything was fine on my